Well, today we're going to be hiking with a paratrooper. Yes, my nephew just got out of the 82nd Airborne. He's been in the military now for 3 years in the Army, and we're really proud of him. And I thought it'd be really cool to take him hiking here in Oregon. He's bringing along a friend from South Carolina. And as far as I know, she's never been to Oregon. So we'll take her and do the most Oregon things I could think of. And we're going to hike the top of Multorpor, which is right across from government camp. Beautiful view from the summit. And then maybe we'll go over to Timberline Lodge. I think the ultimate in Oregon architecture. Thank you, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And if they're still in for a little more trekking, we'll go up to Silcock's Hut, maybe, which was, again, built by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Thank you, and the CCC boys. And we might just go over to Zigzag Canyon. So we'll see how much energy they got. Anyway, it should be fun, and you too can now hike with a paratrooper. Come on along. It should be fun down the trail. All right, here's my relatives from, let me say it right, North Carolina.
Yes.
And this is the car park. And we're gonna go that way across Highway 26 and hike that mountain right there. All right, that's Multorpor. So it should be fun, so come on along down the trail. We're going down the trail here, and we're gonna kind of veer to the left here. And eventually we'll get to the summit. That's the plan anyway. All right, so the guy I'm hiking with here, this would be this guy. He is originally from Washington State, and this is rhododendron. And rhododendron is, dare I say it, the state flower of Washington. Unlike Oregon's state flower, which is, well, it's Oregon grape, and it's like totally ugly. And maybe I'll show you some Oregon grape if I see some. All right, and there's some blooming elderberry. And back when I was a college kid, we used to make elderberry jam because that's all we could afford. It was pretty tasty. Okay, so here's some bear grass in bloom. And just for the record, no one's actually ever seen a bear eating it, but that's what it's called, bear grass. All right, there we go to the summit of Multorpor. That trail, right? So you just peak bagged your first mountain in Oregon. What do you think?
I'm still thinking.
All right, I think you said it all. Okay, paratrooper, what do you think?
Nice.
Yeah, this was fun.
All right, that's what we want to hear.
We survived. We didn't throw up.
That's good.
That's a great thing.
No one has to get carried back.
No, we survived.
All right, no helicopters
today.
today.
Make it back, you know.
We still have to go downhill. That's true.
Yeah,
That'll be good.
half of the battle.
Amen.
Downhill's more dangerous.
I don't know about that one.
All right, there is Mount Hood. I'm going to give you a 360 here. That's the lady from North Carolina and my paratrooper nephew. And this is what you see if you come up here at Multorpor. Heck of a nice little peak bag. All right, we are now going downhill. So do you prefer uphill or downhill so far?
Down.
I think I'm with you on that. Okay, so down the trail.
Yeah, downhill's not too bad.
All right.
Yeah, downhill isn't bad.
All right, that's huckleberry, and right over here, that's lupin, and the lupin is blooming. And I'll just tell you, when I was a kid, it makes a seed pod, and my friends, the Kelly boys, used to always try and get me to eat the wild peas. Come to find out they're totally toxic and will kill you. So if you ever find lupin with pea pods, don't eat the pea pods. Well, we're back to the government camp here, and we just did almost 3 miles out and back, and now we're gonna do, wow, what is it, 700 feet elevation gain? 700 feet elevation gain, and we're gonna head up Timberline Lodge, do some more Oregon stuff. So down the trail. So here's Timberline Lodge, one of my favorite places of all time in Oregon. We're gonna check it out. So our third stop on our hike with a paratrooper and people from Northern Carolina is we're going to go down the Barlow Road, and this is where they used to stop the wagons. They had to pay a toll, and we're hoping to see some rhododendrons, so that's the plan. So here's the gate to the old toll road, Barlow Road. We looked at rhododendron, the Washington state flower. This is Oregon state flower. Look at everything. It looks kind of moldy. Yeah, that's it. That's called Oregon grape, the state flower. So this is Scotch broom. It's an invasive plant. It sucks. It came over back in the 1800s in a case of whiskey that they brought over from Scotland, and they used to make brooms out of it at one time, but now it's just awful. And wherever there's a burn, wherever there's an opening in the forest, Scotch broom can take over. So we're heading back to the toll gate on the Bridal Trail. This pretty much finishes up, I think, our hiking adventure with people from North Carolina and the Paratrooper. It was a heck of a cool day. We might just stop for some ice cream on the way home and back to the farm. So down the trail.